We obviously have a long, long way to go. I think it's obvious if you watched us. It's what it is, though. I mean, when you have as much change, turnover from one year to the next, like we have, so many new and young faces and players that haven't played college basketball in some time, like Jordan Brown. It's going to take time. And I'm thrilled that we were able to win the game here, first and foremost. I thought Jordan Brown was outstanding. I don't really care who we play or where the game's played. If you can get 19 points and 15 rebounds, including 13 defensive rebounds in 32 minutes, that's one heck of an effort. And, I commend Jordan because he's one of our team's hardest workers. He's worked very, very hard over the last year and a half, and it really showed today. I thought he was our team's overall best player. And I thought James Akinjo had a lot of good moments. There were some moments that, he has to learn from. Again, he hasn't played in some time. But the two of those players for us tonight really stood out. And it's something that we have to build off of.
Sorry, Sean, if you can hear me. I was wondering if you could address Kerr's situation, when you might expect him back, or if it's completely unknown at this point. And also, without him this week, how has that changed what with what you've been doing with the point guards in general? And you mentioned Jamal obviously adding to that tonight by being in foul trouble, but how has that kind of worked without Kerr in the mix?
Yeah, Kerr will return as soon as his championship tournament is over with. If he was eligible to play, he wouldn't have left us to participate with the national team. But because he's not eligible at the moment to play, I thought it was right for both him and his family and Estonia, the country. We allow our players to play on USA basketball and give them their opportunity. Kerr also deserves his own opportunity. And so we let him go back, but he'll return right at the beginning here of December at the conclusion of his tournament. He's finishing up the semester, just like all of our players are. And that's the other part. Our academic life right now is on Zoom, and you can do it really anywhere. So that also, led to us allowing him to go back to play for his country, because academically he's able to really do the same things back home as he could do here in Tucson. But we're excited to have him back. We're hopeful that he can be eligible to play. He's a big part of our team. He's a very good shooter, playmaker, gives us more depth. I thought one of the things that really stood out tonight is, we've tried to keep it simple for our young players, and we have to allow Ben Matherine to play the two some, so that we could have a lineup of Ben playing with Dalen Terry. They could play together, but it's usually when we go small, allowing Ben to play some two. Tonight you saw Jamal get in foul trouble, and you're right, without Kerr, and then you have Jamal who really was hit with foul trouble almost the entire game. We almost needed another guard, but that's the problem just with the way this is. You can only do so many things. So we'll try to implement that into our style, and let Ben get maybe some more opportunities at that shooting guard position, more so than we have to this point.
Just your thoughts on the sideline and the atmosphere. How was it for you? Does it feel weird? And then maybe wearing the mask and kind of being restricted? I don't know. How was it?
Yeah, it feels very, very strange. You don't know until you go through it. But being somebody who's watched these types of events only on TV, it doesn't feel as different for the viewer at home. But for the participants, for the players, the coaches, the officials, it's much different. Surreal, really is. But
does it make you less vocal, or does it change how you coach in terms of verbal?
No, the mask is what it is. sometimes you can't breathe when you have it on. It's just it's terrible, but it's what we're all required to do, and it's what I thought I did a pretty good job of keeping that on tonight. We'll see.
So, James, first game of the season, just overall thoughts on how you guys played today?
Well, obviously, like you said, it was our first game of the season. No scrimmages under our belt, no exhibitions. So, all in all, for our first game and being that we have so many new guys and new faces, I think it was okay, but we definitely know we can get a lot better.
And it looks like you guys, you specifically had a really good connection with Jordan all game. He also had a good game. How would you grade his performance and how you guys work well together?
Oh, man, Jordan Brown is one of the best bigs in the Pac-12. He makes it real easy for me to play. He draws the defense in with his low post scoring, so I get a lot of open shots. And the way he be jumping on ball screens and hedging and, allowing us guards to get back in front of our man is just really great. That's my roommate. So, we kind of connect on all levels, you know what I'm saying? So playing with him is just amazing.
Hey, James, if you can hear me, I was wondering what you made of the atmosphere out there. And I know there's some recorded music, some family members sitting there, cardboard. What did you think? Did it make any difference? Did it seem any close to normal or not?
I mean, growing up, we just basketball players. Everybody on this team is basketball players. We all play AAU, so we all grew up playing in empty gyms. It don't matter where we playing at. It don't matter. We playing in front of 10,000, 0. We know we got to come out and, take care of business. So it don't make a difference for us. Like, it is what it is. We're competing.
Hey, this question is for Jordan. Just wanted to see how it felt to be back out there and just how you think you played today.
It felt real good to be back out there. I remember they looked into how many days it's been since I played in an actual game. It's 614 days. So I know me and James are real happy to be back out there.
There were times where it looked like I don't want to say the guys were lost, but you're kind of still getting a feel for each other. Where are you guys in the process of kind of learning how to play together with so many new players?
Yeah, it's early on. This is our first game. Like James said, we didn't have no scrimmages before this. We just been practicing against each other. So now we're just getting a feel for like in games, just like what everybody does, and it's gonna come around.
Yeah, Jordan, I was wondering, too, do you think that, it was kind of representative of what you guys can do this season? You had a lot of balance, but predictably you and James kind of were leading the way in a lot of sense. And you had Terrell coming through with a lot of assists, playing that role there too. What kind of picture does this say about the team, or do you think it's going to be different as it goes on?
It's still early on, we're still getting better. Everybody's getting better. There's freshmen on the team who's coming from different countries and stuff. And so we're all like I said before, still getting a feel for each other. And I don't know, there's going to be a lot of people that emerge throughout the year. So